Hello, future engineers. Here is another video about replacing a force system with a wrench, and this is the last example. So replace the force system shown by a wrench passing through point A in the YZ plane. So we have here the forces, therefore the resultant force can be easily written as positive 60I and positive 30J. Then because 20 is in the opposite Z direction, so minus 20 kpounds. Then since the wrench consists of the force and the couple in the direction of the force, which is this C sub TR, the component, the orthogonal component of the couple in the direction of the resultant. So let's evaluate that first by computing by scalar approach the moment about x. So the moment about x, applying right thumb rule, is the positive sense is negative 30 times 3. So negative 90 pound-foot. Then the moment about the y-axis by positive sense in that manner. So parallel, no moment, just this 20 here, and it is positive 20 times 4. So 80 pound-foot. Then the moment about the z-axis, this is the positive sense. No moment, it acts parallel, so only 60 pound force has moment about the z-axis, and it is negative. So it is negative 60 times 2, so negative 120 pound-foot. Then the moment about the origin in vector form can now be written as negative quantity negative 90I plus 80J then minus 120K pound-foot. We then compute the orthogonal component of the resultant couple in the direction of the force, and that is by dot product. So this is the resultant couple, and we dot it with the unit vector of the force. So C sub R dot unit vector of the resultant or the force is interpreted as the magnitude of the component of the couple in that direction. Then because this is magnitude, we multiply it further by the unit vector of R to express it in vector form. So this is the resultant couple. Then we dot it with the unit vector of the force or the resultant. This is the force divided by the magnitude of the force. Then times the unit vector of R. So let's evaluate this first. So negative 90 times 60 plus 80 times 30 plus quantity negative 120 times negative 20, and that is negative 600. So that's negative 600 over 70. The magnitude of the force is 70. So the component of the couple in the direction of the force, it serves as the twisting couple or twisting moment. The twisting moment. This is because this is negative, so it means that the screw is not driven but rather it is unscrewed, so it pulls out from supposedly the point where it should be driven. So it pulls out, so the screw will not advance but rather it retreats, and that distance per rotation of this couple is supposedly the pitch, but we have a negative pitch here, so I hope that you can interpret the result for negative pitch. So it is the screw is, instead of driving it, it is unscrewed, so it pulls out. but the idea of the pitch is the same. So we then compute the component of the couple in the direction of the force. So we multiply it further by the unit vector of the force. This is the unit vector of the force. So it is now quantity negative 7.347 I minus 3.673 J plus 2.449 K pound-foot. So the wrench therefore consists of the force and this component of the resultant couple in the direction of the force. So that these two constitute the what we call the wrench. So if this is the answer for the first part, then let's answer this situation. The point where the axis of the wrench intersects with the YZ plane, and we denote that point A. And this is now the illustration here. But before this, we have to compute the normal component of the couple. And the normal component is simply the resultant couple minus the tangential component. Remember, tangential component, vector sum of the tangential component plus the normal component is equal to the resultant couple. So that's why it is the couple, resultant couple minus the tangential component. We get the normal component as negative 82.653 I plus 83.673 J minus 122.449 K pound-foot. So having known this, we now have the components of the resultant force on the YZ plane. And the coordinates of this point would be x a is 0, y a unknown, and z sub a unknown. Then we have to compute the moment about the y-axis and equate it to this normal component of couple about the y-axis. So the moment about the y-axis or about the z-axis first, so solve for ya. So the moment, this is the positive sense of moment, but the moment of the 60 pound-foot is the negative direction, so it is obviously clockwise here, so that's why it's negative. So negative 60 times ya, and that is equated to the moment about the z-axis. The z component is equal to negative 122.449. So negative 60 times ya, moment about the z-axis, is the normal component of moment or couple about the z-axis, which is negative 122.449. Solving for ya is 2.041 of feet. So that's ya. Then moment about the y-axis is, this is positive sense, so positive 60 times z sub a. Positive 60 times z sub a. The other components have no moment about the y-axis. This is parallel, the 30-pound force, and 20 passes through the y-axis. So again, 60 times z sub a is equal to moment about the y, 83.673. So ya is 1.395 feet. So we then check the moment about the x-axis if these coordinates are correct. So moment about the x-axis, this is the x-axis. So the moment of the 20-pound force is negative because this is the positive sense. So it is obviously clockwise, that's why it's negative. This is the origin and your position on the x-axis. And this is also clockwise. So both are negative, negative 20 times ya and negative 30 times z sub a. So let's check if negative 82.653 is equal to negative 20 times ya, negative 20 times 2.041, and negative 30 times za, negative 30 times 1.395. So negative 82.653 is approximately equal to negative 82.67, so that's fine, that's okay because of rounding off of these coordinates. So therefore, the point where the axis of the couple intersects the YZ plane, the axis of the couple, remember, is also this force here, is at 0, 1.395 gamma 2.041 of that's the coordinate in feet. So that's it for this video.